got some stuff loading. Roy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, my friend. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm wearing my live coders jersey. Look at this. We are at 4 digits over here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I got to modify that one too on the big screen here because we went over 3 digits. So let's see, what is that? That's my active.
5 is broader than a 1.
That's it right there. I've learned before that I can't grab it with the mouse. That I got to come in and move it using the buttons on the dialogue, which I'm doing. I'm just moving that 1005 a little bit more so it's on screen. I guess it's not bad for now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That'll work till we get to the 10. The Y.
1005.
Yeah. Remember the Y2K problem? Were you around for that, Rory?
Yeah, sadly.
I was screaming at everybody. It's not the Y2K, it's the Y10K problem we got to be worried about. Because the Y2K, we still have 4 digits, but nobody's prepped for a Y10K problem. So,
See, I like to think that there's another plan. I don't know if it works for that problem, but you can put a problem off so far that by the time anybody is aware of it, they've forgotten how to deal with it. Or you could just put it off 1 more week. You can deal with it next week and then the week after, but at least you've got a regular pattern now for how to deal with said problem.
Yeah, nice. Let me just do something here. I got to start another app, which I just did, and it's starting up. And I still have got some scroll bars over here. I've noticed that it's been it gets in a state where it's like, wait, I'm not really sure I want to load up whatever you're trying to reload there, Mark. So let me go through and do it again here.
Am I imagining it? Do we have 2 CodeRush rockets in the corner?
Oh no, we do. I just noticed that too. I was just looking at that. One of them is the rocket, and another is a picture, CodeRush logo. Let me turn that off, and so now we've just got the rocket. So now the rocket is there. So let me just try one more time, refreshing. Oh, wait, something just finally finished loading there. So does that mean that if I type in, what is it, launch? That works. And similarly, dock will dock. You're about to get blown up, I think. Oh, no, maybe you got out just the right time. All right, cool. So, cool. That seems to work. And dropping a seed. Boom. And we got beautiful plants growing up there. We got 5 viewers out here with us live right now. Welcome, kids. Excited to have you with you. I feel like official. I feel like with that 1005 and that follower count.
Completely legit now.
Yeah. I'm like, take that, suckers. For whoever. I don't know who I'm saying that to. But I don't know. I've been coding and talking and speaking. You'd think by now I would think that I was like cool or something. But it's not until now, right there. That's the one that makes me cool. So if you want to take it away from me, unfollow me now. I just need 5 of you to work together, 6 of you, and I'll go down to 999. And
but
I'll
all
be
that
like,
means is that we can repeat the exercise when we cross over the 1,000 mark again.
That's right. And when we do it, I'm going to say when we go across that barrier again? I'm going to be like,
what are you
going to say? You won! Woo! I like this because they're like in front of me and behind me, and I'm like, what's going on? Like over there, and I got to be careful because I don't want to get burned. You know what? Right in front of me. So anyway, that's kind of fun. Fred's with us. Fred, how are you doing, buddy? Are you good, Fred? Fred looks like he's not talking to me, but you know what? I think I can make him talk to me by getting over here and initializing some player data. So let's go do that. Let's click initialize player data. So after the show yesterday, we were working on rechargeables. We had a couple we had a bug. I ended it at a bug, and then I fixed the bug shortly after the show. Then I did a bunch of other stuff. Then I closed down my laptop and opened it up this morning and noticed I was still streaming. And I was like, seriously? So, not. What's crazy is I swear I clicked the stop streaming button. I totally remember doing that, so I was like stunned as that, but I need to double check. It was probably just I totally messed up. But I ended up deleting the stream because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to keep an 11-hour stream out there, you know, of with me not talking and all kinds of stuff on there. So here's where we are. Let's bring up Merkin right here. There's Merkin. You can see in the background here, I've got my control piece here for the spells. We come over here. I'll show you where we are. So we come over here. I've got all of the spells available to me. Let's go in here and cast Chaos Bolt at level 3. So click on there. Nothing happens yet for the spell slot until we roll the attack dice. And I hit it. I'm not seeing it because we're on the wrong page. Let's switch over to the one where we can actually see the players, which is right here. There we go. Dice are rolling. That's a miss, I think. That's a miss. The die roll is done, and and there you can see we've got this, and then because I have the wild sorcery, we roll another die at the end to see if I've got wild magic. What just happened? It just jumped to the wrong screen. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I don't know. I pulled it up here, and all of a sudden it jumped to the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the right side in here as well, so we can see this. Genescu7 is out here with us. Genescu7, good to have you with us. I owe you one. I have visions of greatness for your fanfare, Genescu7. Maybe next week if I get to it. I still don't have Pyrocats either. Of course, we haven't seen Pyrocat all week. So Pyrocat makes me nervous, right? Because it's like you invest and then all of a sudden somebody doesn't show up anymore and you've got this killer thing that nobody sees. So I see we're in live Coders jersey. I certainly am, Genescu7. I've got that on me here. It's like we turn around. I think it's all backwards because I've reversed the video. I think I want to change the color of this plane.
Is in the house.
Jetsam is in the house. We'll switch that plane color here the next time we see that. Let's get a preview of it real quick here. Hold on. So what do we got? Is it going to play it? Hold on. There we go. Got a little bit different one for next time. Sweet. Whoops. Oh, you want to see that? So, creating this thing for the other show called Dragon Humpers. Do you guys want to see the titles for that? It has nothing to do with coding, but it's kind of cool. Here's the opening titles for the Dragon Humpers show. Is that insane or what? Is that insane? Yeah. What do you think?
There are no words.
Yeah. There are no words. I think that's pretty insane. So needs a little more Fred, though. I did not even think about putting Fred in there until you just said that, Jetsam. Yeah, now I got to rethink that whole thing. Do I want to go back and build that and get the timing right with the music with Fred or not? You're right. It does seem to make sense that Fred should be in the titles. President Not Sure One asks, how did you manage to do that?
Yeah,
it's a
very good question, that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in there. I'll give you a sense of it. The titles, so there's software that's being used. I'm using Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere. I'm using stock footage. So I found stock footage of a door opening and stock footage of going through a hallway. I am overlaying on top of that particle effects. So I've got a piece of software called Particular, which can do particle effects and generate them for movies or for videos. And so I've got those on top of there. The titles uses a piece of software that's a plugin Particular is a plugin for After Effects, and so is another piece of software I use called Element 3D. That does the 3D effects for the titling. And then the music is just like I can get stock footage, I can get stock music as well. So those are the pieces that are there. And they all work together to make it look kind of like seamless, like I made the whole thing. I have overlays I also have overlaid smoke. So when the door opens, I've got smoke in there. I've got a distortion effect on the door, so it kind of bulges out when the spell attack hits it. And I've got a smoke behind the doors that I've got kind of cropped and masked out as the doors open, and that smoke kind of circles and goes down the stairs. And then one other piece was for the titles. I found a template for doing titles like that. So it was much easier than to do the whole thing from scratch. So basically, it's a collection of a whole bunch of different technologies, a whole bunch of different stock elements. Also, there's a lot of sound effects in it too, as well. The shooting of the spells and the hitting of the spells, the sound of the when the door is circling, that kind of the sound effect of the fuse burning, like that, that kind of thing. So that's kind of I don't know. That's kind of how I did it. Kind of a real fast kind of thing there. So those are the starting opening titles for the Dragon Humpers show. That's going to be at Twitch. I just sort of in the background of each scene, like an Easter egg. Oh, well, that's kind of cool too, Jetsam. That's much easier. Putting Fred in the background of each of the credit scenes. Certainly, we could do that. Kind of interesting. Okay, so. I know. I was going to give you the link to that right there. I need to have a faster way to do this. Twitch.tv/Dragon Humpers. It's comedy. Whoops, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Excuse me. Somehow I got a C in there. Should double check before I hit enter. It's without a C. It's that one right there. And so that's the show that we are going to go live in like a couple weeks. We just got a couple more practice sessions to do. And it's comedy D&D. And it's going to use all the effects that we're creating on this show out there is what it's going to do. So that's what it looks like right there. And so it's going to be Sunday at 7 p.m. If you're in Central Time. And sometimes Sunday evening, depending on where you are. Cool. All right. So I just cast Chaos Bolt. Did I look like I need to refresh here? Or no, wait, hold on. There it is right there. So I cast Chaos Bolt at level 3, used one of my level 3 slots. Let's do it again. Chaos Bolt at level 3, roll the attack. And oh, look at this, doubles. When I get doubles on Chaos Bolt, I get an automatically reroll. And check out right here. Question, doubles, fire Chaos Bolt again. What's cool about this is built right in. We'll say, yeah, go. It's the D&D rules. It's essentially data-driven. I say essentially because I actually realized, oh, wait, no, I did program part of this in code. So what it just did is it rolled the, oh, are we not going to get the roll again? Did I not? Maybe I didn't hit yes in time. That looks like what it was right there. So I think, I guess I have a workaround for that. But normally it should roll right again. We're going to not roll it again through the doubles. We're going to just roll it again by saying I want to attack, which is going to take up another slot. When that does happen, we're going to watch this Melf's Minute Meteors tidal wave, and I think Fireball. Those are all third level spells. Once I've used all my third level slots, these should go away. So let's try that now. Attack. And there you see, now Melf's Minute Meteors is still here. That's a bug, and I haven't quite gotten to the bottom of that yet. But the cool thing is if we were to go back and say, well, I want to get another spell slot, those suddenly our third level spells come back. And so same thing happens down here. If I take up all the spell slots, when I take that final one there, all my first level spells go away. And if I do all this, all my second level spells away, and I'm left only with my cantrips plus this bug of Melf's Minute Meteors, which, like I said, I gotta go look up. So that's kind of where we are now. One of the other
the graphics you've got, the filled square is you have used this many, not you have this many left.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the same, and I did that convention because it's the same convention used at D&D and Beyond. So it's a slot. When you cast a spell, it takes up a slot. That's what's going on there. So now I also happen to have a wand of magic detection, which gives me this detect magic right here. Now this is a wand, and it's a wand that's got 3 charges in it. Okay? We don't have a way of showing those yet. Also notice there's a problem because I think detect magic is a first level spell. Does that go away when I go to here? Yeah. Detect magic I think went away, didn't it? I don't see it here. So detect magic goes away. And but we got a problem because I don't have any spell slots, but it doesn't use a spell slot. So we got to go figure out that. Let's fix that code. Let's figure out what's wrong with that and make that run. Did test blood work, Jetsam? I didn't see it. I had my eyes up on here.
Notice.
Let's go check it out. Let me try it myself. No. Test blood is not working. Didn't see it either. I saw the test rainbow work. Test rainbow is happening in the back. Is the front happening? Maybe it's the front overlay. Oh, wait, hold on. The front overlay is turned off here. Why did I turn it off? Okay. Now it's refreshed. Now let's try test blood. I think test blood might show up on the front overlay. There it is. Right over there. That's cool. That's a little particle effect making that blood effect right there, which is kind of cool. Okay, let me refresh my memory. It's that charge right there. We want to get magic is behind marked. Yeah, I saw that. I kind of like this effect, by the way. So we didn't have the front overlay. When I cast Chaos Bolt, if I come back in here and I say, let's cast Chaos Bolt again, like at level 3, and run it, actually just clicking on that should have it on the front. Oh, I know why, because we have not come in and initialized the player data on the front. This is probably why we didn't see Fred. In fact, you can see over on the left, right over there, you can see a little bit of the edge effect there. What initialized player data, one of the things it does is it says where each player is physically across the screen. All right, so we've done that, initialize the player data. And now if I come in and cast Chaos Bolt, now we see it in front of me and behind me. So they're both kind of working together there. So I don't know. You know what I want to do, Rory?
What you gonna do?
It's a little like people are going to be like, what, really? But it's going to look cool. But I want to analyze the video frames. So and figure out where the head and shoulders are of this video. And if I move over here or over there, I want it to follow. I want it to be pinned to my shoulders. See what I'm saying? Or if I put something on my head, like a crown spinning around, if I move my head, I want it to follow me, right? And go around me, right? Like all of that. So all of that I want to do, and but it's probably a year away because we got to get the regular stuff working first. But okay, so we basically have got we got a new problem, which is if I use up all of these and I get to here and I click this one, I lose detect magic. But detect magic comes from a wand. And to prove that to you, or give you some context for it, let's bring up the player data. And go to players. And go to Merkin, that's me, my character. And go out to spells, and this is where I decided to put it. Now, I've thought about this. Well, maybe it makes more sense to put this in as a, instead of a wand, as sort of a spell, which I've got, here's the spell declaration for it right there. So basically I'm saying, hey, I can cast the detect magic spell from my wand of magic detection, that's the name of the item, 3 times, and this used to say 3 times per day.
Okay.
But I was reading up on the rules, and most things that that restore happen at dawn. And so I changed it to 3 times per dawn. And I added a new kind of alarm. So before, when we set up alarms, I think you were here with us, Rory, when we did it.
Yes.
We would set an alarm for some distance in the future from our current point in time.
As a relative time span, so to speak.
Right. So we would for example, we'd have a spell that lasts a minute. So we would set an alarm for a minute from now. When the alarm goes off, we would dispel the spell.
Yeah.
Well, that works great for a lot of things, but there's some kind of magic items where at dawn or some other time of the day, they recharge. Okay, so if I've got 3 charges, I can use my wand 3 times per day. Then when we get to that particular time of day, like dawn or whatever, then it'll reset and I'll have 3 more charges. It's not additive. It's like a max number of charges. So it all kind of fits into this rechargeable thing that we've been talking about. So I created a new alarm called a daily alarm. Let's go look at that. Take a look at it. It's right here, and it's pretty simple. It descends from D&D alarm, and it adds one property, day of year last triggered. And then basically we've just got some logic in here. So normally we're triggering alarms with a future time, and the logic's fairly simple. But now with the daily alarm, we need to kind of tweak things a bit. And so what I did is I said, well, let's see how many days from now the future time is. And if it's more than one day, if it's not today, that's okay. I'll just change my trigger time. I'll add that many days to it. See what's going on there? So I'm just setting my trigger time. And then I'm checking to see, well, is the trigger time after the future time? If it is, then we can get out. Or if the date, if it's not after, in other words, we just passed it, and the day of year last triggered is equal to the same day of the year for today, then we're going to get out. We don't need to do anything. But if neither of those are true, then we need to trigger the alarm. And so we'll store the last time we triggered it, and we'll trigger that daily alarm. So I think there are a couple different logical ways to solve this problem. And this is the one I kind of stumbled on, and it seems to work. So if we trigger the alarm, let's go take a look at triggering the alarm. Alarm.fire alarm. Alarm fired. Let's go see where we're hooking this event. Got some test cases out here. The feature for activating a feature, if its duration has a value. Okay, so cool, we'll have an alarm fired there. Complete a cast. This is for casting the spell. We'll hook that event there. Here we go, set time-based events. So on the recharge item right here, yeah, these are my known spells, and if we got total charges are here, and if the reset span, total days is equal to what day, so it's a daily alarm, then I'm going to set it. And so when that alarm is fired for the daily alarm, we're going to go and say, hey, if the alarm name starts with recharge, which it should because I'm popping it in right there, and guess who really needs to define that as a constant? That would be your friend me. And then we're getting the item name. We're checking to see if we got it in known spells. And if we do, we say charges remaining is equal to total charges. So we're just kind of fixing that in the spell so the spell's got those pieces. The problem we have is, so that's all good and working. The problem we have is over in our main window. Oh, it's going to be faster if I use CodeRushed. So it's like activate player shortcut. No, it's just activate shortcut, isn't it? Activate shortcut down here. Over in activate shortcut, no, wait. It's set shortcut visibility, I think. SSV, is that going to get it to us? Set shortcut visibility, there. That's where we were. And so here, we're checking if the spell slot level is greater than 0 and if player.has remaining, so we're kind of starting to work down this line right here. Do you have any remaining spell slot charges? Okay, well then we're going to go here. But here's the thing, we really only need to check that if that item is doesn't have any charges. If it's got charges, then we don't care if we're going to use spell slots or not. So we need to see what the charges are on that thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click one more here, and that should get us to our breakpoint. And now it's, I've stored in addition, I'm pretty sure, and shortcut, cut, dot, hold on, get my fingers in the right position, dot charges, do I have it? Nope, it's not here. I've got spell though, and I bet spell's got charges. Oh, come on. Oh, it's not good.
That's strange.
No, because I've got known spell and spell. So known spell is something. Codebase Alpha here. Pudding's here as well.
Everybody.
2 days in a row. I'm not sure what 2 days in a row means.
But
But
he's been here 2 days in a row. I'm not sure if
Oh.
he is necessarily with us always, but certainly he is correct to say 2 days in a row for his presence.
Glad to have you with us, Pudding. Okay, so we don't have the spell there, so that's not good. We got to find the known spell instead. That's in the player, I think. So we're like, okay, how do we get in the spell anyway? Oh, it's part of the shortcut. Okay, so I think what we want to do, really, I can't believe I don't have a known spell in the shortcut. I guess I do. I can't believe that because I've got the spell there. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to do this. Let's see this. Player dot known spells dot FOD for first or default x equals to give me that part right there. So I'm looking for the spell name equal to the shortcut dot spell dot name, like that. And then we're going to use CodeRushed to declare a new local. And we're going to call this whatever the matching spell or whatever it is, matching spell for that thing that we built. I really just thought I would put charges inside of the shortcut panel, but okay, I'm fine. I mean the shortcut inside of the player action shortcut. Let's just double check that. Jump inside here. Do I got anything called charges in here? I do not. And wait, whole word is selected. Let's do one more time. Charge. Nope, I don't. Okay. So deal with it, Mark. What's going on with this word shortcut here? Why do I have an underline there? That's weird. Autism says 100%. Okay, not 99.9. Okay, so let's see. We've got the matching spell here. And then I want to say if this and matching spell is null, or matching spell dot charges remaining. Let's go jump in and look at this guy. What is this thing? Is it initialized to max value? So charges or total charges. That's what I want to look. Wait, charges remaining is max value.
Isn't this in violation of our UI?
I need 2 checks in here is what I need. Hold on, uno momento. Wait, ask me that again. What do you say?
Okay. Well, it's just that your initialization of charges is to the max quantity, suggesting that you're going to reduce charges to 0 through the using of whatever it is.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
it is.
UI of our control does the opposite of that.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely. But I kept it because I created that days ago and I didn't change it. So we would have to go back. It does. You're right. It absolutely does. So I'm going to do this for
be a
now.
little bit careful how we use the two together. That's all.
Yeah, for now at least we have to do that until we change it. So if it's not null, so we have actually a different thing that's going on here. Actually, let's do this instead. If matching spell dot, we need 2 things. Total charges is less than int dot max value. No. Let's do this instead. Has charges available. No. Has no. I can't really do that either. I think the logic needs to be has charges like that. Okay, so let's solve this problem first. Let's declare this function. So has charges is here, and this is going to be, it's going to be return total.
Greater than.
It has
Total charges is that not the max?
Total charges is less than max value. Because here's the thing. If I have, so max value means it's not been set.
Oh, can have charges, effectively.
Yes. So it can have charges. If total charge is less than max value, has charges is going to be true. Okay. Or maybe has charges shouldn't be it. This should be supports charges or
Okay, yeah.
can be recharged. Something like that, maybe. Can be recharged. Because I think there's
That's
some
better.
ambiguity
There
on.
is, because
yeah.
has charges suggests not only that it can have charges, but that there are some remaining.
Yeah. So if matching spell can be recharged, now what's going on here? Why is that not liking it? It just doesn't like it because is that what's my problem? Tell me. I don't like that it doesn't tell me here what's going on. It's probably going to be happy with that. And why can't I do this?
Well, because if that's a null, how does it decide the true or falseness of the null?
I would just be like, if it's a false, but okay, fine. All
Yeah,
right.
me too.
So maybe you're right. It's got to be a non-null kind of situation. All right. So fine. Matching spell dot can be recharged. And if it can be recharged, then I think we're just going to come in here and we're going to work. And then otherwise, we're going to come over here. That feels better to me in terms of code. And then we're going to have code that looks a little bit like this. If matching spell dot has any charges, that's what the code looks like. And that's better. Okay. And then now we don't have to worry so much about the problem with the UI being slightly different. We're going to say charges remaining. John, it was right there. Is greater than 0.
Yes.
Okay. And so now let's run. Let's edit. What is it? Yeah, it doesn't like capturing shortcut. Why? Because I got first or default in there. Is that my problem? If I come way on out of here, whoops, I just clicked enter and it says I'm going to restart it. So we're restarting. Yeah, this is the thing I don't like about these, the using these, I don't know, what are they, the link functions here, like the first or default and stuff like that, is that they kill you for edit and continue. This kind of stuff right here. And they'll often be like, hey, I captured it, even though, wait, no, I made it gives me a message that yesterday I was looking at this too, where it was like, this variable has been captured. And I was like, wait, no, I was in the process of editing. I didn't even hit F10 and I had this. I think it's a little extra cautious is what I think it is. So, all right. Okay, let's go in and say initialize player data. And let's switch back over to the players. And by the way, I discovered part of my performance problem the first time I initialized player data. It takes a little bit longer than normal. And it was kind of a very clever problem I created. And I'll show it to you because it's kind of
a great spin.
Yeah,
love that.
it's a very clever problem. So check it out. When don't look now. No, really don't look. He's getting dressed for his grand entrance. Avert your eyes, minions. It's Will Bennett. So glad you're here, Will. Yeah, it's super cool. Code itself says, Will Bennett. So check it out. I've got all players. I'm calling load data.
Yep.
So which means this is the killer piece which means this is going to load it twice. Because the first time I see all players,
so the reference to all players trips it, and then you load data on the result.
Yeah. So I've got some problems here, and I'm almost thinking, well, I could do this to
mark it as done and don't do it with them.
Well, no, because the problem is that the loading, these players can be changed. And so for test cases, I want to reload it. And when I click that initialize player button, I want to reload it as well.
Okay.
Jetsam says, all bow down. Will Bennett has arrived. Rise, rise, my pretties, says Will Bennett. Awesome. So what I was thinking of, kind of a hack, but I kind of like it actually, is to mark the time the last time I loaded data. And if the last time I loaded data is like, a second or two ago,
A cache.
I'm not going to.
Time-driven cache.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and it might kill some test cases. So like, yeah, maybe I'm arguing with myself in my head. The other thing is, kill this. Don't kill that. It only impacts us on the first load, but it basically doubles up our load time. And I think some of that load time is in reading these CSVs, especially the spells list. So anyway, Kobe's office says, hey, Genesco 7's here too. Yeah, Genesco 7's here. So I owe a whole bunch of people fanfares. I totally owe fanfares. Pudding, Genesco 7. Muse 2 is out there. Hi, Muse 2. I didn't see you. I'm glad you're out here with us. So it's a very clever performance bug that only hits us the first time, or at least it doubles up. And so when I saw that yesterday, I was like, rolling my eyes, like, what am I going to do about that? Let's go test it out now. So we've opened this, we've set this up now, and now Detect Magic is there. Let's keep our eyes on Detect Magic. Others will probably go too, but let's look for it when it goes away. Ha! We still have it.
Hey.
Sweet. Now, the next question is, what happens if I start using charges? I don't know if this is going to work yet. If I do Detect Magic, I think that casts the spell immediately and takes away 1, which means if I hit it a second time and then a third time, is it going to go away? Does not go away. So we got to go look at that and figure out what's going on with Detect Magic on there and
Sure, yeah.
see what's happening there. So let's kind of figure that out and set some breakpoints on there. That's going to be in our Activate shortcut. Right there. And here's the grab for the spell. We'll set the breakpoint there. Click on Detect Magic. And now we want to figure our way through here. And I think we got to do the exact same thing before that we did in the other one, where we're going to say known players first or default. Or known spells, sorry. Known spells dot first or default. It's right here. That's the one. Let's do this. Extract a method. Call it get matching spell. What the? How does it? Okay, fine. That's fine. Oh no, look, and it's still, is it going to give it to me? Oh, I captured shortcut. I can't do it. All right, fine.
Don't take my shortcut.
I'm going to kill it, but now that I've done it, it's not going to give me that message anymore. That's kind of where I was trying to get to here, is that was the space I was trying to be at. All right,
You're
so...
hiding the link in a method.
Yeah, in fact, actually, wait, I want to do one other thing here. Hold on, let's drill into this. I want to come in here, and I'm going to come in here and use a great refactoring. Come on, a decompose parameter here. So instead of passing in the shortcut, I want to pass in the spell. So I'm going to do decompose parameter, and it's going to, oh, no. I don't want string. I don't want the name of the spell. I want the spell. So I'm going to put the caret here instead, because I didn't realize it was going to grab the whole thing. Should be able to, what? Oh, you guys on the team, look at this. You get a CodeRushed issue, kids. I'm going to argue this is a feature request, but they didn't do it. I want decompose parameter on...
Signified by the caret.
Yeah, hold on. Decompose parameter on the parameter at the caret. All right, so let's set our, I don't know if I call this a bug or not. I'm going to call it a feature request for now. And let's submit that. And devs, whoops, I passed the logs in. That was my mistake. Forget the logs, ignore them. But here's the deal, kids. I want decompose parameter right here so I can pass in only the spell is what I want. Whoops, not there. Here, it's not here. There's no decompose parameter here. I got it here, but it's going to decompose to the string. And we have this in CodeRushed for, wait, do I have a submenu? No, it's not. That's just this, the preview over here. So I want to fix that. Now I can kind of cheat this a little bit by saying something like this. If not null, then there, and then come back up here and use a decompose parameter, and it'll give me just the spell.
Yep.
Because I'm using it in a couple places. And there's the spell. Oh, it gives me the spell and the name. Yeah, guys, come on. All right, fine. I'm just going to do this by hand. It's disappointing.
I think the way I've got around that in the past is normally to do sort of an extract local or declare local for the shortcut.spell, but it's harder to do that in a Lambda situation because it's captured within there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't quite work.
Okay, so we're going to say this is going to be the shortcut.spell, or wait, this is just the spell we're passing in here. And let's go get that other one. It's going to be shortcut.spell here. Like that. Okay, that's what I wanted it to be. Yeah, so decompose parameter. So CodeRushed Classic had the ability to do those things I'm talking about. CodeRushed for Roslyn does not, and so I want that fixed, guys. Okay, so get matching spell is here. We've got that out. We've got the matching spell here. And now we want to come down and kind of do the exact same thing. Hey, if matching spell dot can be recharged, like that, then we want to come down here and we want to say, okay, matching spell dot charges remaining, subtract that from that. And let's set a breakpoint here. I want to see what happens, because we kind of need a two-way link between the UI that we haven't put up yet. We need to put up UI as well, and the item that's got charges. So that's what we're gonna try and explore here. Folks, if you followed recently and you didn't get a DM from me, check your DMs, your whispers. I owe about 5 or 6 of you copies of CodeRushed, so I will reach out to you and get those to you. Okay, switching back over to players here. And I clicked on initialize player data, I think. Yeah, I did. So we're waiting for that load to finish. Okay. And let's go fire off detect magic, which is here. Cool. Charges remaining is 3. Hold on. If it's 0, then we're going to say player, the shortcut. Oh, the shortcut, though, it isn't a control. What's the shortcut sitting in? I want to say something like this. Hide shortcut UI. For the shortcut. Oh, pudding's got to go?
Yeah.
Those are... All right, buddy.
So.
Why don't I have shortcut in here? What is it? It's active shortcut. What did I pass in? Action shortcut is what I'm calling it right there. Okay, action shortcut. So I want to hide the shortcut UI. Let's go declare that, because we just want to get rid of it right now immediately without going through everything and then redoing it. So let's go look at set shortcut visibility right there. Yeah, nobody leaves before Rory. Need to make a new rule. What am I doing here? I'm going through there. It's part of the shortcut panel. So it's something like this. And I'm going to copy to there. And we'll go work with that. Let's jump back to where we were. And oops. Okay, hold on. We need to do something else. Let's drop a marker here. Let's go back to where we were. We need to actually start with something like this right here, where we're passing in the panels for each of these, like that. It's faster to just put them in the beginning, even though I kind of want them at the end. to do this, and then do reorder parameters, then to try to stick them all at the end. So I'm just doing that. And then, so now we can come in here and do reorder parameters right here. Like that. And so, okay, cool. Because these were all uneven at the end. That's the problem that was going on here. This is...
which should be SP, actions, light active player.
What'd you say?
Line 515. You've got
Yeah,
I
fixed it. I fixed it because it was, I declared it here, so declared it as a stack panel. This is a wrap panel. I'm just putting it in as an ancestor class here. So now hide shortcut UI. Let's go back out here to our set shortcut visibility. Jump in there. Let's go grab that code I wanted to grab, something like about to here. And let's paste it in. And if UI element is shortcut panel, and shortcut panel dot shortcut equals action shortcut. Whoops. Okay. Then we basically want to, we would just want to make it collapsed. Like that.
Yep.
And then we want to exit. We want to get out. And I think that's it. I think that's our, I think that's the code for hide shortcut UI. Is what I think it is. All right, so let's F10. What do we do? Where are we in the code? So there were two, so we're not going to get there. Let's keep running. Let's just run it now. We got a bug? Did I miss something? I'm not sure if we've got. Let's hit it 2 more times. 1 more, and then 2 more, and it's gone. Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Now I need to see, I want to see the chargeables.
Represent the charges, yeah.
Need to represent is what we need to do. So, what was there a bug that I missed? Why is your drone smoking? Oh no, you're right. That's the bug.
Huh.
I think what's happening is he's bumping against the bouncing thing, which triggers the smoke animation, and really minutely, like he's just like bouncing against it, and the smallest amount. Like I think we're like at really small numbers. Yeah, so check that out. So what happened? How did you do that, Will? You just got really close to it? Woohoo, I did it. You passed. I'm not sure if you're saying you did it to your last. Oh, there it is. He goes down 0.2. He's at right 0.1. So he's going in small increments. I'm not sure. I don't know what's up with that. That's kind of a bug, I think. Yeah, a little bit of bouncing going on there. Okay. CodeRushed landed on the moon over here. Let's get it to represent. Let's figure that thing out. So I've got over here in code places, I marked a couple places here in favorites for rechargeables. I don't know if any of these are the right place, but I think they're going to get us close. Add rechargeable is this is where we add a rechargeable element. Here's where we're adding the spell slots and the set time-based events. I am pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah, if I comment this out, does I kill everything? Because I've got stuff that just goes into all players dot something. Yeah, I don't know a great solution to this performance issue yet. I passed the ball meteor to the edge to Jetsam. It was a nice toss. Well, also, you got meteor from the other side of barrier. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's when it started smoking. I see. Okay, cool. Add rechargeable. Let's look at this. What's add rechargeable doing? It says it calls add rechargeable, which goes into just this class called rechargeable and adds it. Okay. But this thing is down in character. It doesn't go out and then add those to the UI. The UI happens somewhere else. And I think it's in, I want to call it, I think it's in a call to game.addPlayer is what I think it's close to that. So let's look at this. Set time-based events. Add spell slots. No, this doesn't do the UI stuff. Okay, wait, hold on. Add players in D&D game. Let's pop outside of add player. We've got a bunch of, hold on, test cases here. I mean, test cases, no, here's the main window. Build player UI. That's the individual pieces. Let's look at build player tabs. Character sheets. Here we go. So character sheets, set from character. This piece right here is where things are happening. Let's go into that. We were here yesterday. Add rechargeables for the character. Sweet. And we're doing add spell slots, but we don't have anything else. So let's set a breakpoint there. Let's come back in and say initialize player data. Wait for our breakpoint. Okay, there's our wand of magic detection being added. Cool. This is a different breakpoint. This is setting the time-based events here. So it's coming in here and saying, hey, I get 3 charges per day. So this is going to recharge it when the day ends.
Yep.
In fact, oh, let me break this a second. Well, I want to show you something is what I want to do. Let me clear this. We're going to come into this in a second. I'm going to clear this breakpoint for a second. I'm going to reset the breakpoint. I want to show you something else. So watch this. Detect magic, 1, 2, 3. It's gone.
Yes.
Let's add 10 minutes. Well, let's add an hour. We can't see the clock because the moon is there. Let's go ahead and dock so we can see that. See the clock, the D&D time clock. Does the moon go away or no? It does. All right, cool. Oh, but we have other things in front. Let's fix that. Drag in front overlay. We're going to just turn that off. Turn it back on. And so you can kind of see my time here. In fact, if I really drag in back overlay, there it is right there. I could drag this to the very top of the call stack. I mean, of the Z order. Right there. So now you can see the clock in front of me. Let's add an hour. When we get past 6 a.m., we should see that shortcut show up again. We should. Five, and now one more time. Did it show up? What?
No.
I bet it's still there. We just don't have a set shortcut visibility being called. If I click away from Merkin and come back, I bet it's there.
That's a bit perfy.
Oh.
And the varying effects at the bottom are also quite slow.
What's happening? Oh, you're right. We got slowdown out there. We're at a break point, so that could have something to do with it. Let's keep running. Okay, there's fix that. All right, switch back to Merkin, and it's there. And I bet it's got 3. I have to click it 3 more times, and it'll go away. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have kind of 2 problems there. We should go into our spec, which is right here, this untitled notepad, right here, and we're going to say detect magic. On recharge, we need an event to refresh shortcut visibility. So we need to fix that. Okay. The other piece we need to do is we need to get that UI down here. So I just wanted to show you that when we cycle past that 6 a.m., it's there. So now if we come in and we say, Okay, let's add hours again. Let's add 2 long rests. So we get past it. 1, 2. Let's add a short rest. Another short rest. We're going by 2 hours here. 4, 5, and then let's add 10 minutes. We're gonna crank right up here on the edge of this. 56, 7, 58, 59. So we're at 59 with 28 seconds. So watch. I go to Ava, come back to Merkin. It's not here.
Not
Right?
no.
Right? In 30 seconds, though, it's going to be here. Still not here.
Merkin Bushwhacker.
Okay.
Getting close.
I'm getting a little tired of that. Going back and forth, I think, too, though. Yeah, here we go. We're about 12 seconds away from this here. One more time.
Merkin Bushwhacker.
And
Ava. Merkin.
I think there's a perf issue with switching these back and forth. And then we just switch. Do we have it? I think I got to it just, and now we should have it. There it is, right there.
It is, back again.
With 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. Okay, so we need an event there. But the cool thing that shows is the time-based events are totally working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
totally working. All right, so now let's figure out this. Let's go back. I think we have our breakpoint in there. So if I come in and choose initialize player data, we'll get to that breakpoint, and we'll have a way to add our slots up there. Okay, so add spell slots is here. The character has a bunch of known spells in it, right? Sweet. Okay, so we got the known spells. I'm going to call it add charged spell items. I don't know. This is where it kind of gets questionable whether I should have done this in known spells or not. Is kind of what we get to here. What's going on? I don't understand. Oh, I'm in character sheets. Okay, got it. So let's do that. We'll do this. Spell items, declare method. We're right here. There's my known spells. And then we're going to come in and do a for each inside of here, my known spell. Then we're going to say if known spell dot it can be recharged, like that. Then we need to do something. And we need to figure out what's going on here. We're adding it to spell slots here, this spell slots piece. Which, by the way, where is that declared? That's here. Spell slots. I think this margin is too high. Let's make it 100. Move that up a bit so we have more room. Nope. Don't want to stop debugging. All right. Okay, come back over here. And the code's going to look, I don't know, something like this, I guess. That's what it's going to look like. And so we're going to create a new box. No. Begin label is going to be, I don't know. It's going to be the known spell dot item name.
That would make sense.
That's what I think it's going to be. Do I have an item name? Yeah.
The only challenge with that is that it could be quite wide compared to the others.
Yeah. No, you're right. And so we'll fix that problem when we get it, when we get to there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this and just to have the colon and the space after it like that. So there's that. The max charges is going to be our known spell dot total charges. Our key is going to be get variable name. Where did I put this? I think that's in D&D utils. Do I have a get variable name? Please, come on.
T instead of an S.
Okay, thanks. This is why you're perfect. Get variable name, not there. Hold on. I put it somewhere and it's clearly in the wrong spot. I created it just this morning. I was like, oh, no, come on. What is it? Variable name? I'm noticing perf issues here.
Yeah. But that's the machine as a whole, surely, because that was suffering OBS, and even those graphics at the bottom are going fairly slow. So
Oh, it's to var name. It's there in D&D utils. It's not get, it's to.
okay,
I don't know. Now I'm thinking, since I didn't find it, should I rename it? So now we're going to come in and give it the item name. So what this is going to do, if the item name is wand of magic detection, it's going to give us a variable name without any spaces. Wand of magic detection with the O uppercase,
okay.
right there. So that's what's going on there. The player ID. Dang. All right. So we need to pass in the character instead, is what we need to do. All right, we'll do that because we need the player ID from that. Okay. So now we've got the player ID. Begin label width. We got a big fat 30 out there. We should come in here and type in QI to get a private constant. And we're going to call this the, this is going to be our rechargeable column start, I guess, something like that. Make that 30. And we'll do this here. Really? You don't let me do that while we're running? No constants? You make me sad. It's sad. It's not hard to fix this.
Yeah.
I think that the problem is that they're not prioritizing edit and continue. And I think, when I've done
such a useful tool when it is truly edit and continue.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
All right, so let's go in here and we're going to set that here as well. We got that constant there. Also, this is concerning me. I think I'm using this in several places. I'm not. I don't believe you. I'm doing a entire search through my. I'm still using this somewhere. I recognize this. There. Where are we? We're in character. I'm putting this in D&D utils is what I'm going to do. So we're going to say D&D utils like that. Hit escape to come back. Tab the next reference. Is it anywhere else? It's right there. D&D utils like that. Come back, tap the next reference. Okay, cool. Nothing else. Let's drive into D&D utils. And pop it down here. Make it public. Just using Alt up and down arrow keys right here to just cycle through different visibilities. It's a CodeRushed thing. And then now we've got to get spell slot level key. And now that's identical to what we were looking at before in that spell slots. So let's go find our way back over there. I'm just hitting escape to get back to where we were. There it is. This now needs to become D&D utils. That and passing in I. Right there. So now we've got one place where we generate that key. Just to jump in, I pasted this on the clipboard. Let's jump into it and just make sure it's identical. And it is. I'm confirming it's identical. Okay, so we're not changing any code. All right, jumping back. Charges changed. Here's where we need to make some, this is what allows us to get the sync in here. So we are going to say, we're going to call this one our, oh wait, this one is good. Sorry, hold on. This one is good. I want to go back up to where we were. Here. And let's generate this. And we didn't hit tab. Is that my problem? Tab. And we're going to call this rechargeable item. Charges changed like that. And okay, we got that. Let's see what's happening with the other event handler. Let's drop a marker here, and let's go see what's going on with the other event handler. What are we doing in there? It's right down here. Ah, sweet. Cool. Oh. We could actually use the same event handler because we're just passing in the key. I'm feeling that. Let's just use the
That
exact
makes sense, yeah.
same event handler. That's what I want to do. So we're going to change this back to the other one. Well, Codebase Alpha says we really want 1,024 followers as a live coding stream. Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Okay. All right. So I think that might be done. Spell slots children add. So we're adding that child there. The box has got the key in it. And actually now I'm starting to think, oh, wait, we've got some pieces here that are kind of the same. And we could consolidate both of these two into a single function, which I'm going to add as a to-do for now. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say to-do consolidate this plus similar code below. Okay. And I think that's going to get us close. It'll get it so that we're adding, at the very least we'll see it. We'll see the UI elements out there. I'm not sure they're going to change, but at least we're going to see them. So then we're going to have to figure out the two-way piece, the aspect of it, the connection.
Sure.
Whenever we cast Detect Magic, we'll need to use an entry, a charge on there. So, all right.
Lady McLovnuts.
Yeah, there's a bug on the overlay, it looks like. That's kind of surprising. Oh, that must have been a queued up roll from before. Is that possible? All right, add
Interesting,
rechargeable.
there's no performance on the dice, but still the effects that are going on in background are somewhat delayed.
Those are on different layers. You're right. They are. There's several layers on top. So what you're actually seeing are multiple layers of effects on top of each other because I'm still not clearing out the effects.
Okay.
I'm going to refresh that page though, so they go away. And we initialize the player data. Come over here. Okay, cool. So it looks like my positioning is not quite right there. It's got to be like maybe 100 and let's try 110. See how that goes. Ah, better. That's better. And let's go 120. See how that is. Save that. Okay. So here we go. Wand of magic detection. It's got 3. If I click on detect magic, yeah, definitely the wrong thing is happening here. See, that one instead of this one. So let's go figure that out. Okay, so that's going to be an activate shortcut. And yeah, I think I need an else here. Wait. Yeah, charged items wouldn't require concentration, so there's no way we would get to there. What else do we have here? Prepare to cast spell. Just cast spell. The just cast is where we suck it up. And we're only passing in the spell name. We go through the spell just cast, passing in the feature. And the player, spell just cast. We do that. Wait, come on. Where are we changing the spell slots? Not there. Complete cast. Who's calling complete cast? Where's it called? Ready to roll dice. Complete cast. Is this where it is? I think that there's use spell slot. All right, we need to fix this. That's where we're going to put the fix for the first one. So when I come in and choose, click on detect magic, like that. Wait.
Didn't increase. Do you know, I think I've seen that check mark get added prior to us doing any of the most recent stuff, in addition to other things happening.
That's like crazy. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's add a day. Okay. And let's click over here, come back over here. Detect magic. Yeah, weird. Doing it once. Complete cast. This is the first time. Let's just run. What is... So... Ooh, wild magic switch. So that's the check wild magic roll. Activating shortcut. Okay. Then we do the wild magic roll. So the first one's checking to see if we roll a 1, and if we do, then we have to roll a D100.
Teleport 20 feet. Bonus action.
Okay, fumble. Yeah, a little bit of fumble, I guess. I don't know. So that's the first time. The second time, I bet we don't hit the breakpoint. No, we don't. And the third time, and it's gone. We add a day. We go here, come back over here, click on, and what? Oh, because we did the 1. Now we do it, and I bet it adds another one. These are the worst kind of bugs. Bugs that behave one way in one scenario, but not another way. And the problem with this is that what we're starting with is not... Well, wait. This is coming straight from Activate Shortcut. Complete cast. Cast. Yeah, I think what we want to do, I think we want to take almost all of this. Here, let's get out of it. Let's jump back over to here. And now we're here. It requires concentration? No, it doesn't. That's not what we want. Must roll dice to cast? No, just cast spell. That does the follow-up piece because we just finished casting the spell Detect Magic. Yeah, I think what this really looks like is this. If it can be recharged, we're up here. And then all of this code down to here is inside of an else begin block right here, is what I think we're dealing with here. So if it can be recharged, otherwise we're doing this. We're now at a point where we definitely need to start refactoring this baby out into individual pieces right here. So let's deal with this right here. See if we can get a decently shaped extract method in here. I can't even get an extract method out of this because I've got returns in here. Yeah, CodeRushed used to be able to do this. And then we stopped the feature because Visual Studio had a great extract method with just a few minor differences. But CodeRushed could handle this scenario as an extract method. Okay, so I got to recondition the code here. Oops, just go to false. Yeah. Slows down the refactoring here to do all this.
Yeah.
Set that to true. Okay. Set this to true. And then we come down here and we say, if not, need to exit. See how ridiculous it gets? Then we do all this. That's just to get it to, and put all that inside a begin block, just to be able to get it to, so that Visual Studio can pull it out. I don't know if we should go back to the effort of fixing this, getting this back to where we used to be, but all right, so here we go. So now that's not too bad. So we're going to say like cast action spell, I think is what I'm going to call this for now. And so now we've got this cast action spell in here, and now we kind of now undo what we just did before. Tab to next reference, return, escape, tab to next reference, and now we can kill this. I think CodeRushed will allow me to remove the braces. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Shock! Shock attack! Frackberg, welcome. And then I can finally do this. We're just doing some kind of stupid things that we have to do to kind of get a decent extract method going here. Okay, so now cast action spell is up here. And then down here we can, do, for symmetry, we can do something like this that says use charge rechargeable item is what I think I want to call this for now. I've got that tiny little voice in me, Rory, that's saying it should be an item, not on a spell. I put my, you know, it's this. It's this
So
right here.
Well, if for no other reason, then spells are something that you inherently have, whereas technically you could put the wand down.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
or somebody could take it or something like that. Yeah, it's got to, I'm doing this wrong. I've got this, this is how I'm declaring it. I'm going to keep going with it for now, but it really should be an item, a wand that can cast detect magic instead of a spell that is attached to a wand of magic detection. So it kind of made sense at the beginning, but then now, so use rechargeable item is now here. This I think will make things a little bit more, I don't know, consistent now. So let's go in here again. We're going to add a day. We're going to come out over here, come back over here, do detect magic 1, 2, 3, and we didn't see this join increase. We'll do it one more time. Ava, Merkin, 1, 2, 3. It's still stuck at 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
Good. Now we need to use these up right here is what we need to do. So that's going to be back in rechargeable item, I think. Use rechargeable item is here. And I think we want to come in and say like this. You're awesome, Rory. Let's do this. Let's put a breakpoint right here. Just click on, let's add a day. Detect magic. And so now what I want to do is I want to say item name. I think I want to do this. I want to say game dot use rechargeable item and pass in the action shortcut dot player ID and the item name. Like that. Let's go declare that. And in here, I want to say get player by ID. I think we've got out here, player from ID. Pass in player ID. Whoops. And I want to say, I guess I got to add some defensive code here. And then I want to say player dot use rechargeable item. just passing it down here and passing in item name. But it's not item name. Hold on. Come back up here. Is it? Yeah, no, it is. It's going to be item name. I'm going to do it. So item name. So we're passing in item name here. Let's go declare this. Whoops. Oh, wait. Charges. Where's the charges? The charges are subtracted. Hold on. I think I'm on the totally wrong path. It's not here that I want to do this. The reason why I say that is because I think the matching spell charges remaining, is that holding it or not? No, I kind of do need to come down here, I think. I'm actually kind of storing this data in a couple places, which is not good. Sorry, Rory, I got a problem.
Okay.
Charges remaining is stored here, but also down in character. In character, when we come in and we just added this here, let's go look at rechargeables. We've got it here too in rechargeables. Okay, and
yeah, and the definitive data shouldn't really be held there. It should just reflect the state of.
Yeah, we call add rechargeable here on it. Okay. This is where we're really dealing with it. So there's essentially kind of a fundamental problem with dealing with this, charges remaining, in known spell. So the question is, and also similarly with total charges as well, because we're using these, oh man. Yeah, I think I'm okay with total charges. I think. The charges, let's take a look at this. Where's total charges sent out here? There it is right there. So we're adding it there in add rechargeable. I think I'm okay with total charges, but I'm not comfortable with charges remaining being inside of this item, because then I'm storing the data in two different places.
Yeah,
is the
total
problem.
Charges is fine because it's kind of a fact of its existence that should not alter over the course of its life.
Yeah.
But charges remaining is literally a variable. It's something that you expect to be modified, and if you modify it accidentally in two places, or at different times, or not keeping things in sync. I believe this is where Will would chime in with some idea of a model of you.
No, I don't think we can do that here.
References the other anyway.
I don't think we can do it here because of the dynamic nature of these. These are going to be added by expressions that we're going to be parsing. Remember, we have out here on features, add rechargeable right here. We're ultimately going to need to support this line of expression code parsed, and so we need to be able to support that, which means I don't think there's any way we can do model view in this thing yet on this. There might be after we get all this done. I think what's going to happen is we're going to do, we need a known spell, we need a player. Charges remaining, let's go look at charges remaining. Let's go look at known spells. Here's is in character. We're not ignoring that, so we're not putting that in there. Where are we adding it? Known spell, there. And I bet that's the only place we're calling add on that in here. Just tabbing the next reference to look at them all visually. And the answer is yes, that's it. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to say known spell dot player equals this. So now we got a reference back because I checked to see are known spells serialized. They're not. So I don't have to worry about circular reference to player, to this character right here. So now I'm going to come in here and declare player. So the challenge is, how do we get rid of this, but still without changing any code is kind of the challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Is I'm going to make it a getter only. Is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to do, yeah, I know. You're complaining. Edit and continue. I gotcha. We'll shut it down. And now what I want to do is I want to calculate it, is what I want to do. So let's set a marker here. We've got player in there. So now what we can do is say, I'm going to say INX here. So if player is null, then we're going to return 0. Player was on the clipboard. That's how INX works for that. So INX is a pretty smart template, or INR to return. Either one work. Then I want to say player dot get charges on item, and then I want to pass in the item name.
Okay.
And that's what I want to return. Okay? So charges remaining, no, we're not going to do any, what's wrong with this right here? What am I, not all code paths return to value. Okay, got it. We're getting there. Okay, so charges remaining, let's go look at this again, make sure there's no assignments out there. So here, cool, greater than 0.
Or decrement there for casting.
Yeah, so now what we want to do here is we want to, am I going to do do I want to put a setter here? Yes, I am going to do it. I'm going to do a setter as well. And it's going to look something like this. If player is null, then return. Otherwise, we're going to say player, or actually we can just do this with like this. Set charges on item. Pass in item name and value.
Okay.
All right? And then we don't have to change any of this outside code.
No, we've changed things from being an internal variable to an externally held value, but we still modify it and read from it in the same way. So anything using it doesn't have to be aware of this internal implementational change.
Yeah, and the only thing that we're doubling up are the total charges. So, but you know what, that's okay, partially because we're reusing a class down low, that rechargeable class, which is going to hold that. And this is a higher level class that's used with the UI and things like that. Or at least I say it's higher level. It is in the D&D core, so arguably the same level, but that's kind of what we're dealing with. So, okay. And so now let's come in and do this, declare that method. There's that, and jump back and declare this method. And when I said jump back, what I really did is I typed in Alt-Shift-Home like this. And what that did is that left this marker here when I jump back instead of escape. Normally you can do escape. So it's a CodeRushed feature. Okay, so get charges on item. So now we need to go find that item. And that's going to be in my rechargeables. And so it's going to be something like this. Rechargeables, let FOD for first or default, X equals, like that. And then we're going to say the var name is equal to, and I'm going to just create a variable here called var name, like that. And let's come in and we are going to use CodeRushed to, because it doesn't see var name. So we'll come down here and we're going to say var name is equal to D&D utils dot to var name. And pass in item name. Okay. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to use CodeRushed to, come on CodeRushed, what's wrong? Oh, equals, double equals. All right, now we're going to come in and we're going to use CodeRushed. There you go. Thanks. Who saved me out there? Chris Jones. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Okay. We're getting there. You know? It's like, I feel like, you know, that we got to constantly be like,
Closer!
that kind of thing. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Know what I'm saying, buddy? Whoops. All right. So, okay, so let's see. This is going to be the...
First item that matches now. That's good.
not sure what happened there. Rechargeable is this. And then we're going to be like, if not null, then we're going to say return rechargeable dot charges. Uh-oh. This is where our inverted logic is
Yeah.
is going to get us. So we need to make sure we rename these. Right? Very clearly. We'll do this, remaining charges instead. And I'm just using Alt left and right arrow, to move between the camel case items right here. So get remaining charges on item. So remaining charges is going to be the rechargeable dot total charges.
I think so.
What do I got in there? It's max value. I'm feeling the need to rename this.
I think that was from right back at the start when we were speccing that out.
Yeah, I can come in here.
Naming since.
I can create a read-only property that's of type int, and if I put a comma here, it will put no backing store in it, and I can call this charges remaining, like this, just to make you a little happier. So at least we'll have two of these in here. And now we're going to come in here and we're going to say return total charges minus charges used.
Okay.
I don't understand the question, Maggie. No. Maggie, no. Howdy, folks. Can rushed computer specs be found anywhere? Are you asking about my computer specs? I'm not sure. Give us some clarification.
Perhaps the specification or the requirements for running CodeRushed.
Yeah, which I don't think there are. So if rechargeable is null, then do that. Otherwise, we'll just say there's nothing left on it. We can't find the item. We don't know what it is. There's nothing left on it. Okay? So we can do that. And then we'll come up and do something similar in the set remaining charges. If it's not null, then we're going to say rechargeable. Wait. Set remaining charges on item. Why did this declare it that way with I don't understand that. That was weird. I think it was Visual Studio that did that. Let's see here. So setting the remaining ones. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to say dot like that. Boom. Set remaining charges, which means our charges used is equal to
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I think so, yes. Remaining charges therefore used as the opposing value, so yeah.
Feels good. Feels like it should work. Math,
Yeah.
Hashtag
Numbers
math.
and stuff.
Yeah. Set remaining charges. Okay. So there is that. We've cleared that out. And so now we're using the lower level storage. I don't think we solved the original problem here, but we've got charges remaining and it's now diverting it down to the lower level storage in the player. I was just thinking, this is where I need to get out of here.
Sorry, man.
That's right, buddy. You're awesome.
Have a slight complication as well.
Yeah?
We're at that time of the year where in my neck of the woods, there's a bit of a time shift going to go on over the weekend, which means my availability is going to change in upcoming episodes to be 1 hour later than normal.
Rory, you're in big trouble. All right. So, all right, so we'll figure that out. So that means we're going to start at a different time. I think it means I start an hour earlier, is what that means.
My time is going backwards, which means that whereas for me currently it is about 25 to 7 in the evening now, it would now be 25 to 6.
So we start an hour later.
Yes.
Well, okay. So we'll start an hour later. Yay, time zones.
Okay.
You
It's all
real,
good fun, eh?
unreal BSL. Okay. Buddy, we'll see you later.
Case, I will catch you next week.
All right.
Hope this evening goes well, and we'll see you then.
All right. Talk to you later.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. So now the low-level storage should be solved. I think I want to just see if I run it, and we've got, did I leave any code left uncompiled? Okay, let's go look at that. Just kind of give us a sense of where we are here. We were in here, but now I don't think I need this anymore. This is where I was kind of backing out because that code, this code now does it. That fixes it. Okay. So I don't need the use rechargeable item. I don't need this. We're going to get rid of all of that. And I think we're getting rid of this. But now we got to go find the character sheets. Got a get sheet for character. That looks cool. Sweet. We need code like this. Oh, here we go. Player state changed. Ooh, this might all work. Let's just set a breakpoint here and see what happens. Because when we change that rechargeable at low level, it should trigger down here. Set remaining charges, charges remaining, set remaining charges here. Charges used. Hold on. Ooh, we're doing it through set state. All right, hold on. Let's come back down here. Find where we decrement that. Oh, it's not charges used, it's charges remaining. Hold on. I think I want to change something here. Thanks, Will. Here. Set remaining charges. Boom. Okay. So here, I'm going to kill this a second. I'm going to, I want to say if this is and rechargeable dot charges remaining is not equal to value. If that's the case, then we're going to set it, and we want to trigger on state changed right here. So we'll send this. We're going to create new. Let's see if I can copy some code quickly from somewhere else by doing tab to next reference. There we go. Okay, this is the key right here. So the key here is going to be rechargeable dot var name. I'm pretty sure, because we're adding the UI and attaching it with its var name as well. I'm pretty sure. And then what are these other two parameters? Old value is, let's do this. So we'll do this and value. So that'll trigger our on state changed event, which is what we need. Let's just follow that out. Who's listening to state changed? Got some test cases. Here's a D&D game where we add the player. And so we call that state changed, and we go to on player state changed. That goes to this event right here, which is inside of our main window, game player state changed. And this is where we're able to do something with it. And here's where we're updating the character sheets right here.
Hugo is in the house.
All right, so let's run that. Hugo, how you doing, buddy? Good. How are you? Am I doing? Well, I'm doing pretty well. Trying to get my wand in D&D synced up so that when I use a charge from it, it both updates the UI, updates its internal storage, all of those things. I've got a breakpoint here on game player state changed. I'll hide the scroll here in a second so you can see that. Here we go. We'll load it up. Let's hide the scroll. So here we've got this detect magic, and we've got the wand of magic detection right here. So forgive me that it's like going off screen, but we've got that. I just thought of an easy way to solve this. We just put all this in a scroll view. Is that what it is? Not a scroll view. A zoom. There's like a view that allows you to zoom things up and down. I forget what it is. A zoom box or something like that. View box in WPF. All right, so detect magic. If we click this now, we should get a breakpoint on our player state changed. Sweet. All right, the key is coming in here is the wand of magic detection. So we need to kind of find that. And I think it's going to look, the code is going to look like this. Whoops. Get sheet for character, and then we're going to call sheet for character, we're going to call update rechargeables, like that. And we're going to pass in that new value. And I think that's all the code that we have there. Yeah, a little late to the party there, Mr. Dahl. Glad you specified in D&D. Hugo says, indeed, Senior Bennett. Senior Bennett had other prior obligations which believed themselves a higher priority than this. Preposterous. I know, indeed. Yeah, we're like the League of Extraordinary ladies and gentlemen here. All right, let's go in and declare this. Update rechargeables. I want to actually kind of be close, put this close to update spell slots. I want to see what's happening here. That's cool. Let's look at this. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Update spell slots. Oh, geez. We can just reuse this. What's going on with spell slots? Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Okay. Ablaze is asking, did I go to college for computer science? I did not. I've been programming for about 40 years. When I started, in fact, when I was in college, they did not have any degrees. No colleges in the United States offered studies for computer science. In fact, it was not until I was leaving college in about, what year was that? Probably about around close to 1989, that I started hearing about colleges that had degrees in computer science. So that's based on my knowledge, and I could have been totally wrong, but I remember no internet back then, so the searches I did were based on other data. So if you go out and look at, ask the question, what college offered the first computer science course? Maybe you'll find a year before that, but my understanding was none did, and they were just starting. I had just heard of one as I was leaving. So no, I've not done it. So I'm not as smart as the kids. What degree did I get? I did not get any degree. I went to Air Force Academy Prep School, Air Force Academy for 2 years. I was, at the time, double majoring in electrical engineering and math with a minor in French. And then I went from there to USC Film School. And essentially was there for film school for, I think, 3 years as well. So 1 year before I got in at USC, before I got into film school, and then on 2 years doing the courses for film school. So I essentially got loads of credits, but I did not graduate because I needed like an English, English credit. And I was going to take a test to pass it, but I ended up deciding not to take the test because I was like, look, I want to be a director, and no one asks what your degree is if you want to be a director, right? You just have to, make stuff and do stuff and push and work hard. So I didn't get a degree because, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm like, I don't mind putting a whole bunch of work in and walking away from it if it doesn't make sense. And it did make sense to me. So there you go. Yeah, USC Film School. English is hard. Yeah. I'm playing around with what I want to do here. I got this key called Rechargeables here. The question is, how do I know? Because player state change, all kinds of things can call this. So the question is, do I want to do any kind of pre-qualification before I come back out and update spell slots or whatever I want to call this thing? I want to kill it again because I want to do some renaming here. I think what I want to do I want to see everywhere I'm using spell slots as a string. Okay, I'm getting another idea too. All right, here's my new idea. And it's going to be a Boolean here that's going to be is rechargeable. I know, you might be going like, what? Really? That's what you're going to do? Add a new old value, new value, and is rechargeable. What just happened? Shoot. Try again, add new parameter, TB. And then, oh, look at that. It's happening again. Hold on. Stream stuttering for anyone or buffering? Oh, yeah. I'm seeing I got a low upload speed. Let me bring up the CodeRushed visualizer right here. Key shortcut visualizer. Throw it right there. I got to report a bug. All right, kids. Here's a CodeRushed bug for you. I'm here, and I want to add a new parameter. So I hit the CodeRushed key, choose Add Parameter. I type in TB, like this. Whoops, let's get lowercase. TB. Space. Bug number 1 is the caret drops down to the line below. See that? I just hit TB in space, and for some reason it couldn't handle template expansion, and I think it's it's related to the fact that we are inside of the add parameter interactive phase. So now I put the caret back up here. I hit enter. Then I hit paste. Then I hit control left arrow to get to the beginning of the line. I hit delete and then space I like this. And instead of hitting enter, I think I hit control left arrow. And look, right there. So I hit control left arrow twice right there. You can see right there. And it disappears. The whole thing disappears. That is the bug. So kids who are like wondering what I'm doing, I am reporting a bug in CodeRushed. We are live dogfooding it. Bug in add parameter. The cool thing about our policy as a team is that we, there it is right there, is that we have a zero bug policy. So no new features if we've got any bugs that are outstanding. So that's what's going on there. All right, one more time. Add parameter, TB space, there, drops it down below, up arrow, right, paste, left arrow, this time I'm gonna hit enter, and now it does it. So it's like I left it. I'm not sure if that was arguably a bug or not, but the reason I hit control left arrow, devs from the dev team, is because it was off screen, and I wanted to see it. I wanted to get the caret back to the left. And so now there's my new parameter I've added on player state changed. Are we going to have to pass it from down below? We are, I think. Yeah. So we're going to say ea.is rechargeable is there. That means we need to go down into state of it, change event args, do the same thing. Let's do this instead, though. I'm going to type in VB here, is rechargeable like this. Hit the CodeRushed key, choose declare property with initializer. That pops that in there. I'm going to also, I think, say it's going to be false, like that. And now let's see where we're creating this. Character on state changed. Here we go, I think. Like that. So there's one. Here's two. Okay, this is going to be cooler. A better solution. And then that's it. Okay, so now we've got that rechargeable coming in is rechargeable here. And that's in turn passed out. So what's happening is the event from the character is bubbling up. It's handled by the game. The game says, oh, this character fired that event. Cool, let's do something. Let's go pass that on. And that's going to come out here. And so now what I want to do is I want to say, hey, if EA dot is rechargeable, then I want to do that. And now I want to rename this to update rechargeable UI, like that. Then the other thing I want to do is I want to just quickly come out here, WFUF scaling container. Is it a zoom box? What am I thinking of here? View box. That's what we want. So that means that when we, in our character sheets, when we create rechargeable boxes, what I think I really want to do hold on, there's another issue here I want to report. Boom. Kids, here's another issue. Whoops. Oh, because we've got 2 seconds after. I think I almost got to give up on this parse exact. It doesn't work when I've got like numbers here. If I do that, it'll fix it. Got to get out all the way there, and now I can do it. Okay. And then there, that works. Okay. So the bug, where was I? Let's switch back over here. Check this out. Tab to next reference. Tab, tab, tab. And now look at me. I'm here, but instead of having the whole piece underlined, this is a XAML control. It's only got a part of it underlined. I can tab, and now at this point, it's like dead right there. So that's the bug. I've also seen variations of it. If I come in there, this is another variation of it, where the only portion of it's underlined, like 5 characters. I think the bug is because the class name starts with 5 characters here, and it's using those 5 here. I think that might be related to the bug. I can continue to tab through it in other ways. So that's the bug. You're looking for a UI control with a name that's like this right there. So with that, let me finish reporting the bug. And we do not need the log files. And we're going to say TT next reference, tab to next reference with user controls. Boom. So we've just reported a second bug. Excellent. Okay, back over to where we were. And I wanted to, I think I was looking at, if I'm recalling correctly, when I was creating these, I wanted to see, get a sense of creating them. These are the rechargeable add charge spell items, and then, yeah, that's where we were before. Yeah, I kind of think I lost track because in the middle of that bug, I'm not sure where I was headed or look. So let's just run and see what we got.
Big love nuts.
Yeah, I think there's a shot this is all going to work. I don't know. We'll see. Initialize the player data.
Merkin.
Click on detect magic. Okay. So here, we're here. Oh, it's not rechargeable? What's the key? Quantum magic detection is totally rechargeable. Got to follow the call stack out here and see what's going on. Where did this come from? Set remaining charges on item. It's true there. Right, 4th parameter in. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's true. What's wrong? On state changed. And we invoke it. Then we come through here. This could be the problem. Nope, we pass in is rechargeable. That should be true. Oh, there's my problem right there. Okay. And then are we, there it is. So that should work the next time we try it. Let's try it now. There we go. Now we're going to go look at that rechargeable UI. Let's see if we get any hits here. Sweet. So we got it. Wand of magic detection right there. And charges used is 0, and the new value is 1. So, nice. Now we're in here. Oh, because we just changed it. We're in again. Ooh, though, shouldn't this be again? We were in a potential... Hold on, we're in a potential infinite loop, I think. Let's get out of here. Okay. All right. Let's look at this one more time. Charges used. Here's where we're triggering it. So we've got an event handler for this, and what I want to do is not trigger the event, I think. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a, there's at least one circle that's happening here. I have an idea. Hold on. I like this better. Will saying, I thought you had it so you can specify multiple formats in the parse exact. If that's the case, just add the missing formats. You know what? I'm like, every time I look at that parse exact string, my brain just starts going like, I don't know what's going on. I need to take some time to look at it. The problem is every time I'm like close to here, I'm like doing every time I'm in this code, I'm doing something else. The problem is this is the data. It's when I'm like, when my seconds, is that right? Yeah, when my seconds is less than 9 is I think part of the problem. And so the problem is here in this bit of code. And the problem is when I look at these, my head just spins. So I need to take a moment, take a look at get time parse format expression and solve that. If you want, here's a present for you. Can I do this? Oh, I can't really do it out of here. I can't send you this. I need a clipboard kind of thing to do this. What's it called? Shared clipboard code. Something out here. Pin clipboard. Do I have to register? I'm scared to click on it. 40 seconds of delay. Oh, man. Yeah, our upload speed's not great. Yeah, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want that. Was that an ad I clicked on? There's like paste, it's called Pastebin, is that what it is? All right, boom. There we go. There you go. We're going to close down here soon. As soon as I get some traction on what we're writing here. Okay, so back over to the D&D app. Updating rechargeables, like that. And then I want to come in here and I want to say, if updating rechargeables, then we're going to get out. I don't want to do any circular code here. Then right here, I'm going to say set to true. Select this, hit the letter B. Oops, not that. Hit the letter T to get a try finally. Sorry, hit the letter F one more time. F. You try finally, and then type in SF. Set it to false, like that. And that should, I think, save us and protect us next time. What's my edit problem? Yeah, okay, fine. I don't care. I'm just going to kill it and run one more time. Yeah, you can take a look at that for me. I'm just like, my brain looks at that, Will, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, there's some things I can hold in my head, but this, I'm like, wait a second.
Lady McLovna.
What is what? So, all right. So anyway, let's go in here. Let's initialize player data. Yeah, I'm sure this fix is simple. I'm just not as smart as you guys. Sorry, kids. All right, Lady McLovenuts. All right, Merkin, hide the scroll. Here we are. Use detect magic. Set a breakpoint here. See if we hit it. Change this other breakpoint to here. And go. Now we're down here. Setting charges used from 0 to 2. We're not sure why we got to 2 here. And there we are. There's the protection against the reentry. And somehow it jumped to 2. Let's do it one more. Let's run it. Uh-oh. New value is 0. Wait. New value is now 0. I think we got some math in here. Oh yeah, I think we got some math problems here between our charges used and charges remaining. Dare we spend some time to fix that? Let's see if we can fix it, because I feel like we're not far. I think we're assigning the wrong deal here. I think the piece we're sending in is different. This is the problem that we were talking about before. Oh, I need to delete that. This is charges remaining coming in here. Sort of charges used. Okay, so let's come in here again. It could just be here. Update rechargeable UI. What's my call stack? So we're dealing with charges remaining on here in our state changed. And we're setting charges used. I think the fundamental problem is here. Yeah, I can. It's that. Do I have a copy on this? I don't think I do. I'm going to have to just type that in. 1H55M2S. That's what we're looking at when it came in and had the problem. This is debug visualizer. Isn't that flipping awesome that it still has those values there for me? So what I had to do is I had to rename this and put a 0 in front of it. So that's the problem text, and the fix was for me to put a 0 in front of the 2 to get it to match the format string. In other words, the fix looked like, was to change the data to look like that. Okay. So the problem isn't charges used, this is charges remaining. So I think what we have to do is say charges used is equal to rechargeable dot max charges minus new value. That's what I think we're going to do here. Is that right? But is new value correct? New value is 0. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this 0 is suspect here. Let's look at the call stack on this. New value is 0 there. And the parse exact call, there's more that you need? Oh, you want that. I see. It's just that. All right, set remaining charges. That's on the rechargeable. That's in character. On state changed. So why is it 0 set remaining charges on item coming in at 0? Let's continue backing out. Charges remaining is 0 because we decremented it here. And I think that makes sense because we had the 2. We had only 1 because we had used 2 before. I think the problem is, I think the problem might be fixed with this line of code. Maybe. All right, so let's see what we got here. So all 3 have been used. Let's add a day. And does that go? Now who's calling this? Here, what's the call stack here? Yeah, this one we're setting remaining charges. So the remaining charges is 3. And actually, I think the code is going to be right. Actually, is it okay? Charges used, yeah, that's going to be this minus that. So we're at 0. Sweet. Actually, this is going to look good, I think. There we go. So that's good. Use it once now. And now what do we got? 2. Charges used is going to be 1. I'm going to run it and see what we look at. There we go. 2, 3, and it goes away because we've used all of those pieces right there. And then we add a day, and it's reset. Now I can also manually add them or subtract them by clicking the UI. And now if I do it one more time, it should go away. Sweet. And then if I take it, now the only thing is if I take it back, oh, it comes back. Sweet, look at that. Detect Magic is back. Sweet. So 1, 2, 3, and then take it back and it's back. All right, cool. We got a show. That's it, kids. All right, so we have now successfully got our Wand of Magic that's coming in from our spreadsheet right here on this line of the spreadsheet, Detect Magic Wand of Detection, 3 times per dawn. That is turning into something that actually casts Detect Magic and sucks up the charge from the wand automatically. The only thing we got to do is make this thing fit left to right, and that's like a view box. I'll do that in my off time sometime between now and next Tuesday probably. With that, I want to say thanks a lot to everybody who's with us. Let's go out live. Let's see who is, let's go see who we're following. Which of the live coders out there Oh, we got a lot of great choices. I'm going to send you over to Michael Jolly, and because I'm a big fan of him, and say hi to him. Lots of choices out there, though. Raid the Michael Jolly. And yeah, say hi to Michael for me. And we'll see you on Tuesday. We're getting not far from being able to start this show. Follow over at Dragon Humpers at twitch.tv/Dragon Humpers. Okay, see you kids on Tuesday.